Hey everyone, it's your boy John. I gotta figure out how to get my OBS screen so that it like goes screen and screen like I'm formatting it live like he is to really get that your boy Zack feel for just his poor videos. Very, very funny stuff right here. Absolute disaster. DC has 6 out of the top 10 best-selling comics, and that's a bad thing. Yes, it is a bad thing, you boy Zach. And, of course, you will not cover this because you are a shill at this point. All you do is shill for mainstream comics and then, of course, attack conservatives in comics. It's like you want to be in Marvel and DC Comics so much. That's the whole reason we followed your channel to begin with, was those people are evil leftist SJW cancel pigs who want to destroy right-wing creators, and now all you do is destroy and attack right-wing creators. That's your entire thing. Very, very sad. And here is the comic industry is doing fine. Peaks and valleys. It's not peaks and valleys, and it's not doing fine. They're moving to Webtoon now because it's getting so bad. Marvel Comics just announced a deal with Webtoon. It is not doing well. And just because there are top 10 comics doesn't mean those are doing well. But it is a bad thing, and I'm going to explain why right now before we get into his attacks on Eric July. This is what Absolute Martian Manhunter writer and, of course, Ultimates writer Denny's Camp, who are 2 of the top 10 books out because he's been propped up for the Ultimate and Absolute universes that you're simping for, went and canceled a Argentinian writer who's like a small guy and led a whole mob over the weekend, over and over and over again, trying to destroy this person's career, your boy Zach. Now, you used to be opposed to this kind of thing. You used to go off on them and say, this is a horrible thing, etc. You're silent. Why are you silent on this at this point? This is something, maybe you need to read Fandom Pulse, your boy Zach. This is our news website on this level. But he's busy attacking Eric July. It's very important that Eric July just gets attacked because Eric July is selling books to an indie sphere and actually coming out with those books regularly, something your boy Zach promised to do and then didn't do. So he's jealous of that. Meanwhile, he's going to go back and just say DC Comics is great. Comics are good now, guys. While, of course, this stuff's happening right here, where these leftist whack jobs are still at the top of these, still canceling everybody who disagrees with them. Nothing's changed in the mainstream comic industry, and so no, we don't want to support it. But we are building new alternatives here, guys. What your boy Zach failed to deliver, we are delivering in spades, and I appreciate you being here. Hit the like and subscribe button. Join my comics Substack, my friends. My comics Substack, which I don't actually have up right now, let's pull this up, is where we are doing things a little different. What I noticed is that your boy Zach, Ethan Van Sciver, and his Comicsgate crew tried to replicate the mainstream industry because they wanted to just be the mainstream industry. They are the same people. They're the same leftist cancel pigs that do the same thing over and over and over again, and they don't deliver their books. I mean, this is the big thing. Everybody always leaves comments on my videos going, I ordered a your boy Zach book like 5 years ago and still haven't got it. I ordered Cyberfrog and still haven't got it. And so I'm going to get a bunch of those comments right now too. And I know these guys burned you out from not delivering, and I'm sorry about that, but don't give up on comics, guys. Comics are great, and I am building a new model. And what I've noticed is that, of course, the webcomic model is a much healthier model than what's going on with this FOMO branding. And that's what the comic industry does. Get the new Absolute Batman. It's got a 1 in 1,000 variant that if you don't get it, you're going to lose out. And then people slab them, and they don't even read the books, right? And then Ethan goes out and get a 48-hour alive only on Indiegogo variant to boost my campaign stats, right? And then those pay pigs do that. They're not even reading the books. And that's a big problem. Webcomics is not like that. It's all about the books, right? And that's why Marvel's moving to Webtoon. That's why Webtoon is crushing everybody in views. Even a group that's a better company called Athon Books is actually having their like actual novels adapted to Webtoon now in these big deals. It's good stuff. And so that is where we've been going and trying to build for years, build an audience of actual readers. And so a lot of people will, of course, are not readers, and I'm trying to convert those folk and get people actually reading. I know that a lot of people have fallen out of the habits over the years. It's a difficult process, like beating my head against a wall, and I know it. Been doing it for years, guys. But I've been making comics, like I've got 13 plus graphic novels. We deliver regularly, and I'm posting up 1 page at a time, my Flying Spark series, so that you can start reading right here. And that way, once you start reading, you will subscribe. And, of course, I hope that you'll get a paid subscription as well. There's free subscriptions too. I've got 1,000+ free subscribers right now that are building here. And then you can work this as a patron of the arts because you want to support my art and my art creation. It's the best way forward. I've also got Subscribestar if you prefer that platform. It's basically the same content. And thanks, guys, for, of course, building up on this. Now, these are big deals. And webtoons and webcomics, a lot of the bigger ones get thousands and thousands of paid subscribers, and it allows people to really just focus on the arts. And I know that's what you want deep down, is somebody who's going to be that real alternative, who's really focused on artistic greatness. And that's what we're trying to build here. So get on this in the description below, guys. Thanks for being here on that. If you want physical books, I always have them available. Like I said, it's not a fear of missing out sort of situation. They're all right here. And you can grab them and read whatever speaks to you today, because I've got so many different books. I read a little something for everybody. That's the intention. And I've got novels as well if you want to check those out. So thank you for reading. Let's get into this news on what's going on today with your boy Zack. As you can see, this happened before as he's attacking Eric July, and Eric July posting about his warehouse and his books here. And he goes, if he has never shown any creative talent over 3 years and 30 books, why would you think he'll eventually get good? He has successfully demonized all criticism as detracting and sells winning to his audience of depressed middle-aged Republicans instead of good stories and intriguing characters. He's not moonwalking on the dead careers of mainstream pros. He's promised when he started his company he's selling a lie to aging conservatives. Gosh, your boy Zack comes across as very, very bitter. Now, your boy Zack, this all could apply to your boy Zack. Your boy Zack started as a culture war commentator, attacking comic books and attacking people over and over again. And it gets better. Your boy Zack has even more commentary on Eric July. It's a lot of fun here. And he gets very, very hypocritical in this whole deal that you won't even believe. But this is the start of it, where he is going at Eric July. Now, he's got a lot of books out there. Some are, again, there's going to be, this is a situation where it's like there's something for everybody. And when you get into different writings and different styles and all that, I did that intentionally as well. If you look at, I've got my science fiction stuff that like Star Wars and Warhammer 40K fans will like. And I've got, I've got a hot redhead because people like hot redheads. I've got a strong male lead team with the Emerald Array because that's what people were asking for. I've got fantasy with a Conan-like style, like badass dude with strong male lead. I've got Dynamite Thor for some humor. I've got Flying Sparks, which despite having the girl on the cover more, because like I A/B tested it with volumes 1 and 2, it is a dual lead. There's a male lead and a female lead in this with character arcs that are very equally important for both. Because I wanted to have both characters in that as well. So this is a really good superhero story right here. The Cosmic War, if you just wanted like some like John Carter action, like this is like some badass strong male lead action as well. I've got a little something for everybody, right? This is another humor book that's actually a parody of my Deus Volt book up above. It's pretty funny stuff. So little something, and then I've got just random short stories in my Spectacular Comics from horror to sci-fi to everything. I've got a samurai story in here even. I do a little something for everybody. So you're going to like some of them. You're probably not going to connect with some of them, and that's fine. I don't ask you to connect with all of them. But I'm hoping that you'll understand that, like, oh, cool, I understand this guy's writing quality as you go through this and get into that. And that's exactly what Eric July is doing. It's like the same deal. So if you didn't connect with Isom, you can connect with Zalen. And Zalen was a fantastic book. I don't know if your boy Zack probably hasn't read it, of course, but he likes to criticize things and not read them. But I just read that very recently. It was Chuck Dixon's sci-fi epic. Really, really good stuff right there. And I thought it was fantastic. So, yes, you will have good books in there. And they're by different writers as well. So if you like some of the writers, you might like some. You might not like some others. That's fine. That's kind of how Marvel and DC works too, isn't it, Zach? So it's like a real company. Now, I like to do all the writing myself. So I'm a little bit of a different ballgame. I'm so prolific that I've got, I think 9 or 10 different graphic novels in development right now because I just can't stop writing. But at the same time, like Eric's running a whole media company. It's a different ballgame, and I know exactly how much work goes into that. Absolutely crazy stuff. Now, Zack went even further. And this is what Zack says. Eric July made a video called The Dangers of Conflict Marketing and started talking about Comicsgate, basically. He doesn't name them, but it's like, these guys just like, all they do is just like slam other people, and that's all they do. And so that's a problem. Focus on value and professionalism, right? And so your boy Zack goes, the entire appeal of Rippaverse is telling depressed middle-aged Republicans. Again, Most of your audience, Zach, are probably middle-aged. Sound off if you're a middle-aged Republican in the comments. I want to hear from you. I love you guys. I'm guessing you're not depressed. I'm guessing you actually work and have families like normal people, and maybe that's why Zach's projecting a little bit here. But yes, that was your audience, and you are telling them, when you call them depressed middle-aged Republicans, you're insulting them and you're hating them, and that's what Marvel and DC does to the same group. That's why you exist, because Marvel and DC were attacking us personally as well, and now you're attacking your own audience personally. That's why you're losing so many subs. That they are winning by ordering awful comics because that might bother Heather Antos. Now, I've never seen Eric July mention Heather Antos in his entire life. I do here because I'm a giant Star Trek fan, if you guys don't know. And so it really bothers me what's being done with the Star Trek comics, so I want to call that out. And I'm trying to, of course, shift the Star Trek comics in a different direction so that they appeal to me. But your boy Zack, if you this is where Aaron Sparrow goes, oh yeah, let's not forget where your boy Zack even got famous to begin with. We remember when Eric made a cringe-inducing comedy video where he calls Antos a cum dumpster. Yeah, that was your boy Zack. Eric didn't do that. And this is what your boy Zack used to do. If you guys were not there in 2018, he did call her that. He went way off the rails on that. Yeah, you've never heard me say anything like that about Heather Antos because I don't talk about people like that. It's disgusting. And this is what your boy Zack built his brand on. He built it on being crude, on attacking this girl. She was very pretty back then, and so of course that was very easy for him to go at her on that level. Now you can go at her differently. She has no editorial skills. She obviously does not know Star Trek. She's forcing the LGBTQ agenda on stuff, and she's actually promoting Satanism within books. So there's very valid criticisms to make about this woman, and she is causing lots of problems in the comic industry, even still at this juncture. But your boy Zack went there with this, and this is kind of who Comicsgate and your boy Zack are at their core and what's left of them. Those people just make nasty personal attacks on people that are libelous, that are bad, that are pretty evil, and they go way too far. And it's really sad because what happens is, like, those of us who actually care about comics and actually criticize comics, myself, Thinking Critical, of course, Aaron Sparrow is another one, we get lumped in with that because of their bad behavior on this type of stuff. It's pretty crazy. And it's all projection, like Aaron Sparrow is saying. Aaron Sparrow's another one here. Great talent, writing great books, delivering a great book called Kneel to Doomface, which is fantastic. If you've not checked that out, I think you might be able to still buy copies. I'm not sure, but definitely do so. And you see this, and we're sorry Chuck Dixon and Narwhal moved on without you, dude. Maybe it's time for you to move on, too. The rest of us are having so much fun making comics, something you used to aspire to do. Absolutely. That sums it all up, and that's exactly what's going on here. So we are making comics. We are changing the game, my friends, and I really appreciate you for being here. Please, please sign up for the JDA Comics Substack. This is what I urge. Start reading comics today. Become a patron of the arts. Sign up here. Sign up for Subscribestar, guys. One of the two. Just get it on here. If everybody who watches this video does so, I mean, we're going to get 2,000 or 3,000 views on this video. Think about this. If you all just did it for $1 on my Subscribestar, I'd have $2,000 to $3,000 a month that I could deploy to just amazing comic art and get stuff done even faster, even better, and build even bigger. I have huge, huge dreams for the future, my friends, and it all starts here. And you can get a lot of content. I give more content than anybody else already. That's the crazy part about all this. It's good to be a JDA fan. I'm glad you're here. Sign up here. Join the Discord, guys. If you want some of the physical books, they are on the web store as well. And let me know what you think in the comments down below. We'll be back.